There's so much to be scared of, too, isn't there? Incels, there are new words you have to learn. Incels. The involuntary celibates. They don't get laid, so they become terrorists, and they look a lot like me. It's very upsetting. But that's a certain type of person, because I have married friends that don't get laid. They haven't made the jump to ISIS, but maybe they should. ISIS lacks that type of diversity. They don't have enough divorced men. Just a bunch of dudes. Death to the infidels, and one guy like, also Karen. I mean, we gotta kill Karen too, right? You ever read the botched terrorist missions? Those are my favorites, the ones who couldn't cut it. There were these guys around 9/11, they were getting too drunk at strip clubs in Florida. I love the fact that you can come to this country hating us, and then you go to a few strip clubs, and you're like, they're not that bad. It turned out to be a false report, though, because it said they were going to strip clubs and dive bars and even college parties. I was like, oh, man, that's such a bummer. Because that's where you want to meet a terrorist, like a mixer. They're like, we used to be Al-Qaeda, now we're Sigma Chi. So, the objective is still virgins, but, I think about it all the time. I think about, all these scary ways you could die traveling. I read this story about a depressed pilot who nose dove a plane and killed all these people on board. So, that's got to be a bummer. You know what the first thing I say when I get on flights now is I say, what a lovely day it is to be alive. And I hope that positive energy trickles its way into the cockpit. And they're like, yeah, it is good. Because I'll be on flights sometimes and the pilot comes on, he's cheesy and people roll their eyes, but that's what you want. That guy's still trying. What do you want, a down in the dumps captain? Hey, this is your pilot, it's gonna be a bumpy ride, but that's life, it's hard. So, says it's gonna be a 6-hour trip. We're gonna land way sooner than that. So, buckle up, or don't, it doesn't matter. I'm gonna murder you. Thanks for flying, Spirit. Depression, man. The depression is real. It really is. Someone sent me a very helpful article on depression recently. It said these are the foods you got to eat if you're depressed. Which, thank God, that's if you're at that point, just end it. Honestly, has that ever turned it around for anyone? I was gonna jump off a roof, but then I ate some dried mangoes, and I'm feeling good. They find your corpse on the sidewalk. I don't understand. He ate so many cashews. Why would he? I'm not built for air travel. I'm 6'3", I'm lanky, I'm kind of weak, I got a middle seat on my way back from LA recently. I get up to use the bathroom. I come back, the guy in the aisle is sleeping, which is very annoying, because you knew I was coming back. There's no skydiving option on board, okay? I had to return. And now I have to make the decision, do I wake him up and piss him off, or do I mount? I think I'm more flexible than I am, so I elected to mount. And I have just horrible lateral balance. I did not stick the landing. My leg comes down on his leg. I'm on top of the guy. As I'm on top, I see his little sleeping mask come up. What do? I kissed him on the mouth. That's what I did. But, there was nothing sexual about it. It was a Godfather 2 Fredo kiss. I said, I knew it was you. Mostly because you were sitting here before, but...